You know that feeling at 2 in the afternoon when your brain just feels like mush? You stare at your screen and the words won't make sense. You had a normal morning. You weren't doing brain surgery, but you feel completely drained. People think that mental fatigue is the price of hard work, but that is not what is happening. Your brain has a control center right behind your forehead. Think of it as the CEO of your mind. Its job is focus, decisions, and self-control, and it runs on a very strict daily budget. It's not a metaphor, it's literal chemical energy, and you can spend that budget on important work, or you can leak it to death on tiny, invisible habits. Most people are bankrupt by lunch, and they have no idea why. Let's talk about the first leak, the morning hijack. You wake up and reach for your phone. It feels harmless. You are just checking the weather or your messages. But here is what you are actually doing. You're handing your brain's CEO a list of other people's priorities before it can set its own. The bright screen and the notifications trigger a chemical surge. It scrambles your brain's reward system. It puts your control center into emergency mode. It has to fight distraction immediately. This creates a low-grade stress signal that lingers for hours. The advantage is simple. Protect that first hour. Let your brain decide what matters today, not your inbox. The second leak is a cluttered workspace. You keep dozens of browser tabs open. You think it is efficient. Everything is right there. But each open tab is an unfinished task for your brain. It is a tiny mental sticky note you have to remember. Scientists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates open loops. It will dedicate a small piece of your working memory to each one. That is memory you cannot use to think. A clean workspace is not about being tidy. It is about freeing up your brain's bandwidth. The third leak is death by 1,000 tiny choices. What should I wear? What should I eat for lunch? Should I start with email or that report? You think these choices are trivial. They do not cost energy, but your brain's CEO uses the same fuel for every single decision, big or small. After a series of small choices, the fuel tank for willpower is empty. Judges are more likely to deny parole right before lunch. That is decision fatigue in the real world. The advantage is automation. Decide your lunch the night before. Wear a uniform. Save your brain's best energy for choices that actually matter. But the leaks do not stop there. The next one is brutal. It is the constant task switch. You jump from email to a report to a chat message. You think you are being productive. You are getting lots done, but you are not multitasking. You are task switching, and each switch has a cost. Your brain's control center has to unload the rules for one job and load the rules for another. It is like changing the entire set on a stage for a single line. This switch cost can waste almost half of your productive time. It leaves a residue of the old task in your mind. That is why you feel scattered. The advantage is single tasking. It is not a luxury. It is how your brain works best. Give it one job at a time. The fifth leak is trusting your memory too much. You think you will remember to call the dentist later, or to buy milk. You do not write it down. That seems easier, but trying to remember is not passive. It is an active mental loop. Your brain has to keep rehearsing that one thing. It is a tiny song stuck in your head. This loop uses the same energy you need for focus. Writing it down is not being organized. It is closing a hidden program that is draining your battery. Now here is where it gets interesting. The next leaks are quieter. They create debt. The sixth leak is stopping at 90%. You draft an email, but do not send it. You almost finish a presentation. You leave the last bit for later. You think you did the hard part. The last 10% is easy. But to your brain, an unfinished task is a splinter. It creates a constant cognitive itch. Your goal-seeking networks stay activated. They buzz in the background. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates open loops. It will keep pulling your attention back to that unsent email all afternoon. The effort to ignore it is often greater than the effort to just finish it. The advantage is closure. Hit send. Complete the loop. It gives your brain a reward and lets it shut down that circuit. The seventh leak is passive doom scrolling. You check the news or social media without real intent. You think you are just staying informed. It does not feel like work, but your brain has a threat detector. It is called the amygdala. It cannot tell the difference between a global crisis on your screen and a personal threat. It activates anyway. This triggers a low-grade stress response. Your control center now has to manage that anxiety. It has to calm down the alarm signal. That takes energy. It is like leaving a scary movie playing in the background while you try to work. The advantage is intentional consumption. Choose when you get information. Do not let it drip into your brain all day. The final leak is your environment. A messy desk, a chaotic desktop, a packed email inbox. You might think you do not mind the clutter. It does not bother you, but your visual system is wired to detect anomalies. Every unusual item in your sightline is a tiny distraction. Your brain has to work to ignore it. This is called perceptual load. It forces your control center to constantly filter out the mess. That filtering costs fuel. An ordered space is not just neat, it is a gift to your focus. It tells your brain that work is contained and manageable. So now you see the pattern. Your afternoon fog is not laziness. It is not a lack of caffeine. It is a bankrupted control center. You spent its entire budget on leaks before you even started your real work. So what does this mean for you tomorrow? You thought your fatigue was a character flaw, laziness, a lack of discipline, but it is not. It is a biological balance sheet. Your brain's control center has a finite daily budget. You just learned where the leaks are. This changes everything. It means high performance is not about pushing harder. It is about protecting your resources. The modern world is designed to create these leaks. Your job is to build better seals. It is not about doing more. It is about spending your brain's budget wisely. Start with a simple audit. Pick one leak, just one. The one that feels most true for you. Is it the morning phone check? The cluttered tabs? The tiny decisions? Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is stewardship. You are learning to be the guardian of your own focus. This is the real secret. Self-control is not a muscle you flex. It is a budget you manage. When you understand the leaks, you stop blaming yourself. You see the afternoon fog for what it is, a predictable outcome, not a personal failure. That is quiet clarity. It is the relief of a mechanic who finally found the mysterious drain. The problem was not the driver, it was the system. So which of these 8 leaks hit closest to home for you? Tell me in the comments. The habit you think is your biggest flaw might just be the key to unlocking your focus. And if you want more videos like this that explain how your brain actually works, hit subscribe. Think of it as getting the owner's manual you never received.